Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited today because Oreos did a thing. I'm not talking about what they've always done, which is the double stuffed Oreos or the triple stuff or the stuffed Oreo, but they did one even better. And what they did this time around, if you're an Oreo lover, they did this with you in mind, because this is the most amazing thing. Let me show you. So they launched Oreos Ice Cream. Look at this. Look at how gorgeous this looks. This is not your regular cookies and cream, okay? Like seriously, this is Oreo's cookies in an ice cream. Come on, look at this. Look at how cool this looks. Just look at this. They also brought you bars. Look at that coating. Look at how black it looks. I'm hoping it actually looks like that. That coating is called a cookie coating, in which those Oreos pieces have been crushed into, and then the ice cream bar was dipped into that crushed pieces in the coating, which is giving this amazing, gorgeous color, and I cannot wait to dive into it. Just thinking about it makes me so excited. And they didn't stop here. They decided to bring you sandwiches. Look at this sandwich. It looks amazing. I'm hoping they're this big because that would just be something cool. There's one more, which is the cones. Look at this cone. The actual waffle cone is chocolate, and the cone itself is dipped also in that cookie coating that we talked about that the bar has too. So this is about to blow you out of the water. So if you like Oreos, this is definitely a treat for you. So I'm gonna be breaking all this down, tasting them, letting you know what I think about it. These products are actually very pricey and come with like different price tags, and they are not cheap. Look at this, but they're generous amounts. So in the actual box you get 4 pieces, so you get 4 cones in here, and the sandwiches you get 4 pieces too as well. This was very expensive, more expensive than I actually thought it would be, but this was not cheap. But to be fair, you get to share with your friends and you get to have it for a while, so I guess it's worth splurging on just to try it out. They also have the bars, and the bar comes in a pack of 5, so you get 5 bars, you get 4 sandwiches, 4 cones. It has a couple of unique ingredients in the ingredient list, amongst other ingredients on the list, which is sweeter, more soluble, and crystallizes less readily than sucrose, maltodextrin, which functions as a bulking agent, a texturizer, carrier, and crystallization inhibitor. Because when we're having ice cream, the last thing we need is to have like ice crystals in our mouth, which could create a sandy effect, which could make our ice cream eating experience very unpleasant, and I'm sure you don't want that. I don't want that either. So having this ingredient in there helps to minimize that from happening. It also has palm oil in there, which is an ingredient that you don't usually see written like that in the United States. We usually say palm oil derived from palm tree. Then it also has propylene glycol monostearate, which is a form of emulsifier that is used as a crystal stabilizer, basically keeps crystallization at bay. Also has cellulose gum. It is used as a heat shock absorber, heat shock stabilizer, and a bodying agent in frozen desserts. So what that means is that, you know, when you go to the store and you buy an ice cream from the frozen section in an ice cream freezer, and you take it out of the freezer, that's you taking it from a temperature of 30° Fahrenheit, and then you bring it out into the store, which is at ambient temperature, which is now like 68, 70 Fahrenheit, and then you take it to your car, which might be hot in the summer, which is then at like 90° Fahrenheit. So that's an heat shock process where you're taking a product from one temperature to another temperature, then to another temperature. You're pretty much rotating the temperature phase that product is going through, and that's what heat shock really is. So in this particular product, putting this particular ingredient in there, which is the propylene glycol monostearate, would help to minimize the effect that having that heat shock experience. Cellulose is also used as a heat shock absorber, stabilizer, and a bodying agent in frozen dessert, like I mentioned. Has invert sugar again, just like we did see in the cones, HFCS for short, which is also a sweetener that has varying concentrations of fructose syrup. We also have maltodextrin, which functions as a bulking agent, texturizer, carrier, and crystallization binder. Remember I said earlier, crystallization is something we want to prevent as much as possible, especially when it comes to frozen product or frozen dessert like this one, because you don't want those ice crystals in your mouth, because they tend to come off as sandy, which is a form of ice cream defect that we try to avoid at all costs. We just try to make sure that the ice cream stays creamy and nice and tasty. Because if you have ice cream in your mouth and it never tastes sandy, just know that that's a form of crystallization that you don't want. So in this particular product, having this ingredient in there helps to inhibit the crystallization factor that could potentially happen. It also has propylene glycol, which is a humectant that helps maintain moisture content and texture. It has guar gum in there, which is a thickener and stabilizer that can be used. That is mostly used in various applications, but in this particular one, probably used to thicken the product a little bit and stabilize the different phases that might be present in the product. It also has monoglyceride, which provides emulsion stability, prevents fat separation, and also functions as a foaming agent, defoaming agent, as well as a dispersant. Calcium phosphate, which is used as a leavening agent and an acidulant. So this is the bar. It also has similar ingredients with sugar, syrups in there, and some gums in there, similar to the other products. Just a couple of ingredients, starting with dextrose. Dextrose is a corn sweetener that produces browning effect in baked goods. I'm guessing this is included because you have more of those key pieces in here, so probably helping with that particular piece in this particular product. It has gelatin, which is a form of protein that functions as a gelling agent. It also has a very unique ingredient that you don't see in a lot of product. It is called SHMP. SHMP is a short form sodium hexamethaphosphate. What is this ingredient? It improves whipping properties in whipping proteins. This particular product have some proteins in there that probably helps with making sure that that's well whipped together to give it that creamy, rich effect that you get from eating this particular kind of product. It also has maltodextrin, which I've mentioned in the other product, is a form of bulking agent. It has whey protein concentrate in here. Whey proteins are usually obtained during the process of cheese making. It's also used as a way to increase protein content in a particular product, which is a pretty cool ingredient to actually have in this particular product. It helps to increase viscosity and also network interruption as a fat replacer. It also has carrageenan in there, which is a seaweed extract obtained from red seaweed. It provides gelling properties, stabilizes milk proteins. Obviously, having a dairy product like this. Time to dive into this ice cream. Let's start with this one. Look at that. Quite chocolatey. It's not that dark. It looks like a chocolate coating. So the cone was so yummy. It was pretty tasty. It kind of tastes like a cookies and cream ice cream, I'm not gonna lie, but you kind of get a bit of those Oreo pieces in there, which is pretty awesome. 8 out of 10, and only 8 out of 10 because I was expecting more of that Oreo profile in there, which I did not quite get. It's an amazing product, so if you're curious about it, definitely give it a shot because I think it's pretty tasty. We'll move on to the bar, but look at that. Look at this. Oh, moment of truth. Are you jet black? Oh, kind of, not really. It's a pretty nice size. It's not too big. Look at that. The coating kind of feels gritty, which you should expect because this is a cookie code. This is a cookie code. What is cookie code? This is a cookie. Take 5. This is a cookie coating, so you should expect a bit of grittiness in the coating. This is not a pure chocolate coating. It has cookie pieces in it. I would give this one a 9 out of 10 because this is so tasty. So now we're moving on to the sandwiches. I'm excited. That's how they look. Ooh, looking big. Ooh. It's starting to melt. Oh, I love this. Oh, the cookie is soft. It's a soft cookie, which is amazing. So I would rate that sandwich a 9.5 out of 10 because it's close to perfection. We're moving on to the top. That looks good. Looks like a cookies and cream, not gonna lie. Looking for elements of Oreos in here. Oh, look at that. There's a generous amount of cookie in there. Wow, look at that cookie. So let's see. This is good. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Someone stop me. Someone tell me to stop. 10 out of 10. That is amazing. That is so good. Oh my gosh. they wanted to bring this product to life so bad because they do exist in different parts of Europe and I believe Canada as well. So to actually see them make it to the shelf finally is pretty amazing. It's awesome. It's a big move. Hoping, wishing, dreaming, fantasizing about seeing them in the store and to be able to finally get my hands on them, try them out and showcase it to you on camera, I feel is pretty awesome. So if you do end up going to the store to buy them, please consume them in moderation because they're very calorie dense. I believe the cone is the most dense one. It's 280 calories per serving, I believe. The bar is 190 calories per serving. The sandwich itself is 210 calories per serving and the top is 180 calories per serving. They're pretty cool products. I enjoyed trying them out and they did not fail in expectations. They definitely lived up to the expectations of what I was hoping that they would be, and I am excited to have been able to try them out. I feel like I need to do a community event just to have this ice creams leave my freezer because they're kind of dangerous having them in my freezer. Try this product out. Please comment down below. Let me know what you think. Let me know which one is your favorite. Which one did I feel like was the best to me? I would say the sandwich just because I love a soft cookie, and when a soft cookie is combined in ice cream, match made in heaven is what I call it. Till next time, have a good one.